Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the video. I hope everybody's day is going great. This is going to be the first video for today. We're going to be covering the main tank situation for the Dallas Fuel. We have an update on OGE, the newly signed main tank for the Dallas Fuel, and his boosting scandal situation. So the guy who accused him last week on Korean Reddit Invin of boosting has made another post, and this one has got even more proof. So this part of the video is going to be very exciting, guys. I got a good friend, his name is Cocco, and he is fluent in Korean and English. So he's going to translate the entire post for us. I'm also going to ask him a few questions like how Koreans view boosting, whether or not he thinks the evidence is sufficient enough, and what he thinks the punishment should be, plus more, guys. So be sure to drop a like on the video for that. It's going to be awesome. And then for the second part of this video, we're going to be talking about KINGmykL, Cocco, and Taimou. So yesterday, Cocco, he was streaming, and somebody asked him a question along the lines of, hey, Cocco, do you plan on retiring? Are you retiring? What does the future entail for you since we're not seeing you play so much? A very valid question. Obviously, it's something we're all wondering. And Cocco's response was definitely unexpected, and it really does just make me more angry about this whole main tank situation and coaching situation at the Dallas Fuel. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to talk about that again in the second part of the video. And as I said, guys, this is the first upload today. I will be uploading another video later about the Houston Outlaws. Yup. We're going to be talking about them and their situation. So if you guys are hyped for this video and that one, please be sure to drop a subscription on the channel. I upload daily Overwatch League content just like this, and you don't want to miss out on any of it. And also, be sure to stay tuned till the end of this video, guys. At the very end, I'm going to talk about some awesome ideas I have for the channel and just things in general that we can do, and I think you guys will love. Alright guys, so we're going to hop into a call with Cocco here. He's going to go ahead and translate it with us, and I'm going to ask him a few questions. Let's get it started. Alright guys, what is up? So I'm here with a guy named Cocco. He's actually somebody who has been helping me translate a lot of things from Korean to English, whether it has to do with my videos or Kangana. Great guy here. Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Hello, this is Cocco, and I'm a great fan of Overwatch, of course, KINGmykL, and I'm here to tell you about what Koreans think about boosting and some of the translations that were posted on Korean Reddit about boosting of OGE.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're here to do. Thank you once again for coming on, and let's go ahead and get it started, dude.
Okay, the post says, I used to work in a boosting company since last April. I'm still working for them. The reason why I'm posting this is just because I'm jealous of him. The picture above is a deposit history of OGE's bank account, which was sent by the boosting company called Frenzy Company. Well, however, OGE had been released from the company because he wasn't doing the things right. I don't know how OGE started to set his foot in the boosting company, but I think he started to work in the company when Frag, who was playing for HK Hexa, an Apex Challengers team, and by the way, who are you used to playing this team, recommended him to work in the boosting company. In the second post, he re-uploads the evidences and tells everyone that the only players he's sure that they didn't work in the boosting companies are players like Haxal or Arhan, who have been playing for so long in Overwatch Pro scene and caused no problems at all.
Wow, so he's basically saying that there are a ton of other pro players in Korean Overwatch who have boosted or have been a part of it in some way or form. And to say that Arhan and Haxal are basically the only ones that are clean, that's pretty crazy. So how do you personally view boosting? What is your opinion on it?
I really think as a Korean, I really feel bad, to be honest. Boosting in Korea is like considered to be the same as match fixing. If you're familiar with Korean eSports scene, you may have heard of StarCraft match fixing scandal, like that took place 6 years ago. And as a Korean, it was a heartbreaking event. All the pro players who were like treated as the same as celebrities and who you once used to be idols for Korean kids, they lost their jobs, and the league soon lost their popularity and it became so smaller compared to what it used to be. And
Wow.
this is why Koreans are so sensitive about boosting, and they do not want this to happen again.
Wow, that's actually really good insight. Thank you for that. And I find it very interesting that you guys view it the same as match fixing, because match fixing here in the West is a very, very serious crime. One of the worst things you can do in all of esports. And I don't think I could find many people in the West who would compare boosting to it. Obviously, boosting is definitely frowned upon and warrants a big time punishment. So that really gives us insight on the differences between our cultures. So if the evidence he has provided in these threads, do you believe it is true that OGE has boosted?
I definitely think these are true because they even attached a screenshot of their bank accounts, and OGE is saying nothing about it. If he is innocent, he must have said something in reply.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Another question I wanted to ask is, do you think that Koreans may be pressured to boost at all from a financial standpoint so they can have some sort of income while they chase their dream to become a pro? Because personally, I know as somebody who has been a pro player and didn't really have an income for about a year straight of playing, it does get tough. Luckily for me, though, I did have parents who supported me, but there definitely are those players who do need some sort of income while they're playing.
There might be some pressures, but I definitely do not think that they have to do some boosting. I'll give a good example of a Korean pro who withstood all the difficulties to be a real pro. Well, his name is Fisher. Like in his stream, he once mentioned that he was sometimes tempted to work in the boosting company by other players, but he never did it because he thinks it's completely nonsense for a boosting player to play a pro. And as I have just said, Koreans think boosting as a match fixing, so it's really a serious problem.
So since Sato was already banned for boosting by the Overwatch League and he received a 30-game punishment, what type of punishment do you think O should receive? And overall, what type of punishments do you think boosting warrants?
Well, not just that. I think OGE should never be able to play in the Overwatch League.
Oh,
And
okay.
Sato too. Yeah.
Wow, so that really does just put it into even more perspective how the Koreans view boosting. It's a very, very serious crime, and you think it warrants a permanent ban from the Overwatch League. Again, though, from Westerners, I wouldn't say I'd want to permanently ban somebody from the Overwatch League for boosting. You definitely warrants a punishment, but again, I don't know about it being that severe. So what do you think about the Dallas Fuel? If OGE ends up getting banned for, say, 30 games, do you think the Dallas Fuel would keep him?
I think they might keep him because they're having a big trouble with their
Yeah.
tank plays. But as a fan of Envious, I really don't want Dallas Fuel to keep him.
All right, thank you for answering all these questions. That's pretty much all I got for you. It was really fun having you on, Koska. If there's anything else you want to ask me or say to the viewers, please do.
There's one thing that I want to tell you for the last. According to Dohyun, like the guy who used to play for BK Stars and Lunatic High #2, he once said in his stream that almost half of the Korean pros are related to boosting.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of players.
All
And
right.
that kind of brings me back to the question of, asking, it's like a need for them to do it so they can have some type of income trying to chase their dream. Because I do know as like in the Western version of this, there are players who would rather stoop to boosting than getting like an actual real life part-time job, which will take time away
Yeah.
from them playing. I can definitely see the
That's right.
perspective of being pressured into doing it. But knowing and hearing how you say the Koreans view boosting, I would definitely be scared to do it. It sounds like something that could definitely ruin a Korean player's career. Obviously, for the Overwatch League, they'll only ban you for 30 games. But just having that stick with you for the rest of your life in the Korean society, that's probably not the best thing to have follow you for the rest of your life.
Of course.
All right, and if that's all you got for us, man, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it, and we should definitely do this another time. All right, guys, and that was the interview I did with Koska. Shout out to him again, guys. Very awesome for him to come on here, and let's go ahead and bring him on some more. If we ever need anything translated, if there's some Korean drama, we'll go ahead and bring Koska on here. It was a good time. He enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys will. Leave a like down below for Koska, guys. And wow, it's just crazy hearing from him saying how the Koreans view boosting. I did know prior to this that Koreans didn't like boosting and it was considered pretty bad compared to what we think here in Western Overwatch, but to compare it to match fixing, that's pretty crazy. That definitely surprises me, and also Koska said that the evidence seemed pretty sufficient and believes he should be banned from Overwatch League, period. Definitely a crazy situation, and this leaves the Dallas Fuel in a very weird spot. OGE hasn't responded to it, Dallas Fuel hasn't responded to it, Blizzard hasn't responded to it, so it definitely does make us think that it is more than likely true. Because if it wasn't true, he would have definitely came out and said something by now. More than likely, Blizzard and Dallas Fuel are just waiting for Stage 2 to end, and they'll announce something over the break. So now that this part of the video is done, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the second part, where we talk about KINGmykL, Cocco, and Taimou. So as I mentioned earlier, there was this clip of Cocco on his stream answering a question. I'll go ahead and play that here. Clip's not working. I've tried rendering like 4 times. It's wasted like 2 hours. It's not rendering, guys. Link will be down below in the description, in the comments. Check it out. So as I said earlier, he was basically answering to a question asking him if he was planning on retiring, why is he not playing, and he responded by saying he can't tell us exactly why he's not playing, but if he had his way, he would definitely be playing. He also later said that he does not have any plans on retire and will pursue playing no matter what. And the reason why this was an unexpected and surprising response to me is because I honestly was one of those people who thought Cocco was near his retirement and maybe he didn't care too much about playing and just didn't want to practice, or there was some reason behind the scenes for him not playing. But I was completely wrong. It seems like he actually does want to play, and if he did have his way, as he said, he would be playing. So now I'm sitting here and wondering, why hasn't he played? Clearly in the past 4 or 5 matches Taimou has played, he's looked beyond awful. It makes me believe that there is some type of bias inside of the Dallas Fuel that is forcing Taimou to play Winston, because Taimou has even come out and said he doesn't want to play Winston. So why on earth is he on it? Someone inside of the Dallas Fuel has to be forcing this to happen. Cocco is clearly not happy with it. Taimou's not clearly happy with it. And I don't know who exactly is forcing it. It could be KINGmykL. It could be someone else from the coaching staff. It could be somebody from the management. I have no freaking clue. Whoever it is, though, needs to lose their job, because Cocco deserves another chance. I've ripped on him for playing bad in Stage 1. Plenty of times I have. But the way Taimou has been performing is straight disappointing. It's sad. It was maybe a good idea at first, but as soon as it started going downhill, they needed to put Cocco back in. And now it's way past going downhill. As I mentioned in my last video, we're past Antarctica, guys. We are so south. We're now basically in a situation where Taimou, he's a boosted Winston. OGE, he's a booster. He's banned. He's more than likely banned. Then we have Cocco with is just a question mark. So Cocco needs to be given another shot, 100%. I don't know who's making these decisions. It's probably KINGmykL, honestly. The way this guy has been acting on Twitter is quite ridiculous. Let's go ahead and take a look at these tweets real quick. For some reason, I missed them the other day, but KINGmykL was just having this petty argument with a fan on Twitter. It was so sad. Let's take a look at it. KINGmykL said, "Would not be surprised if majority of players started completely closing themselves off from social media. Overwatch League players have tried to make themselves so publicly available, only for fans to use it as an opportunity to on them. Hashtag blame KINGmykL, fire KINGmykL, KINGmykL die. That's the matter right now." So we went over this tweet, but I didn't go over this argument he had with a fan. So the next day, KINGmykL said, "How did a simple tweet with a clear topic get twisted into something entirely different on Reddit? I love it, LOL." This guy, Jimmy Vessel, responded saying, "Are you actually allergic to taking responsibility for your actions? You cannot be a leader of a team if you're constantly looking for pity on Twitter. Your job is result-based. If you can't handle that, don't be a coach, or at least don't air it out to your whole fan base." KINGmykL responded saying, "Reading comprehension seems to fall short on you. I did just the opposite, if anything, and said put all the blame on me, not the players." Jimmy responded, "You literally posted a tweet about how your team should probably avoid social media because of people's reactions. Then you are surprised by people's reactions to your own post on social media." Pretty funny. He's right. He followed up with another one. "But you're still here defending yourself on Twitter while ignoring the tweets, simply looking for answers to what's happening with the team people are supporting with their time and money. LOL." KINGmykL responds, "How much money do I owe you? DM me your PayPal." That's so petty, dude. Oh my god. And then in the last one, Jimmy said, "Or you could use the time wasted on replying to me to reply to the hundreds of your fans in your mentions looking for any inkling as to what is happening with the team they support." Yikes. That's pretty brutal, but it's so true. Anyways, I thought I'd share these tweets with you guys. It only makes sense that KINGmykL is the one holding this team down in the management. He doesn't know how to control himself on Twitter, so how is he going to control this team and make proper decisions and lead them to victory? This whole main tank situation is screwed up. Their new one they just picked up is basically going to be banned. Taimou just isn't a main tank. Not his fault. Cocco deserves another chance. Sure, he played bad, but seriously, give him another chance. And that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to drop a like on it. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel because I upload daily content like this. There's going to be another video today about the Houston Outlaws. And now I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about some ideas I had. There was this one suggested to me and I really liked it. It's about me doing a podcast. I was thinking on Saturday nights after every single Overwatch League week, I do a weekly podcast. Now this just isn't a normal podcast. There's going to be a twist in it. It's not going to just be me talking the whole time with, a guest or so. It's going to involve you guys a ton. You guys, all of my viewers, my subscribers, you will be able to call into me on the podcast and talk for about 5 minutes. We'll discuss the games. You can ask any questions, bring up any points, and we'll have like 20 to 30 people on every single week. I'll also invite other pro player guests, analysts, casters, pretty much anybody. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. Also, the stream has been blowing up. We're up to 75 subscribers on my Twitch channel. Yesterday, we had about 400 viewers for 2 hours. We were doing top 10 lists. We did top 10 tracers, Zenyatas, main tanks, and Widowmakers in the league. It was really fun. And if you guys really enjoyed that, I'll also start doing streams daily at a certain time where we do stuff like that and pretty much anything we can think of. So let me know, guys, if we should do daily streams down in the comments. And that's what I got for you guys today. I'll definitely have more suggestions and ideas that I can bounce off you guys. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later tonight. Peace.